Hello out to all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Why You Know game video. And I know that last week was missed, and that was kind of intentional because I had a bunch of other videos that I was doing, and I just wanted those out the way. So, Dragon Ball Xenoverse Infinite. That was the name I came up with because honestly, them constantly numbering it is just, you know, I just don't care for the number system, I guess. But you could call it Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, Infinite, whatever. But there are some things that happened in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 that I kind of don't really care for. I don't really like. Um, and I could see where they can make improvements upon the formula for the third game. And I'm not talking about as far as like the gameplay and how it handles, because I have had no problem with how the game handles. It actually plays a lot more fluidly than the first Xenoverse, and it is much better. The balancing feels a little bit better in it. So, I mean, yeah, it still has that problem with when you create a character, they can be overpowered as hell early on in the game, and it's easy to do. It doesn't really take much, and you can go levels without actually improving your stats and still be stronger than everybody for half of a good portion of the game. I know because that's I literally did that. Um, but that aside, that isn't as major of a problem anymore. That it's kind of relative, but because that's based on how you build your character. So if you build your character a certain way, that's just what you have to deal with. But and I'm going to spoil a few things for people. So if you do not want spoilers about any of the story stuff in Xenoverse 2, you you might want to skip. I think you might want to skip at least like 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 3 minutes ahead. I don't know how long it's going to take me to go through it, or you might just not want to listen to the rest of this video. I mean, it's not going to be heavy spoilers, but there's a couple things that I noticed is just like they force that they don't really have to force. Um, Firstly, with Goku being there at the end of the game, he does not need to be there. If anything, the time patroller that you used in the first game, who became the hero, once you have to fight Mira after he absorbed Toa, that should be the person who comes to help you. It should not fucking be Goku at all. It should be your previous time patroller. Like, I don't see why the fuck Goku of all characters. Like, the first Xenoverse I could forgive because it's the first one. But like, there was nobody. There wasn't a predecessor to come in and help. So Goku had to be the man. Perfectly fine with me. Second game, Goku showing up at the last minute to save your ass in the middle of a fight. No, it should have been the previous time patroller. With whatever abilities you gave them, they should have used the maximum amount of what maximum power that they had to help you fight in that battle. There's no reason that Goku, who literally at that point had nothing to do with the end of the fucking game, should be there. Like, it's just awkward as fuck. And there's one point in the game where you're fighting, like, I think it's during Goku Super Saiyan 2 versus Majin Vegeta. Broly shows the fuck up with no explanation as to why he's there. I mean, they do show him in a previous scene, but they don't really give any explanation as to him being there. He just appears. He's just like there and shit, and you have to stop him from fucking the fight up. Like, that's weird. And then there are other characters, like movie characters that they didn't even touch, like fucking BoJack. They didn't touch BoJack at all. Like, you would think BoJack would have been one of the characters they would have went with. They didn't use his ass at all. You got Harudegar they could have used. Like, come on. Like, you got a fucking staple of characters. Use these motherfuckers next time. Pull all of the major movie villains and their lackeys. Get Garlic Jr. Get fucking BoJack. Get Harudegar. Get all of those characters. and put them in the damn game. Put them in there. Give each of them a part of the story. Third thing, and this is something I didn't like about Xenoverse 2, that you cannot use your previous time controller. Not saying for the story, but just for like the parallel quests where you can pick whatever character you want. I figure after you beat the main story, your previous time controller should be selectable at that point with whatever presets that you gave them previously. That's all they had to do. It's not like the character isn't in the fucking game. So for the third Xenoverse, if you roll over again, which I have a feeling that they'll have you do, if you roll over again, your previous two characters should be selectable after you finish the main story. There's no problem. I don't have a problem with not being able to use them from the beginning, but once you actually complete the story, you should be able to use them to those characters in like parallel quests after you have completed the damn story. Like, what if I want to go back to the main character? What if I want to play with my main character from the first game? I'm just completely blocked from that. And there's no saying that they couldn't do an update for Xenoverse 2 and that end, but for the next game down the line, I would definitely want that to be something that's there, that is available as an option. Because there's no point in not being able to have the character. Like, you just give them extra character slots. It's not like they can't expand the roster a little bit to put them there. So do it. That's basically all I gotta say, as far as that goes. Now, there's another thing that they don't do in the game, and like the parallel quest kind of explores the idea where you can sometimes be the bad guy. What I would love for them to do is allow you to be either a time patroller or a time breaker. Like, let you choose between the two. Let you decide at the beginning of the game when you make your character which side you want to go for, and make two different campaigns, one for being a time breaker and one for being a time patroller. Again, I have no problem with having the main campaign be like the good campaign, but give us a second one. Like for somebody like me, like especially when came down to games like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, I played it multiple times because I wanted to get the different endings, and I did that for the first one and the second one. I beat it at least once with a good Jedi, and a second time with a bad one. So either way, I kind of want the option to be there to be able to either be the time patroller or the time breaker. Like, it's not something that should be excluded. Like, you have these characters and they all have their own backstory. Like, why not give players a chance to get the intimate details of why Toa has worked so hard to rebuild the demon realm? Come on, they're like, that should be simple enough. Like, there's literally no reason to not do that, and it would just make the game better for the people who like the lore of Dragon Ball and the world itself. If you can have a character, one good character and one bad character, why not? Another issue I have with this, even though like when you play the game and you get different items and like different skills, those can be used back and forth between your different characters, but you can't have, if you're playing with one character, you will not be able to, each character has to complete the damn fucking roster separately. That wasn't a excuse me, that wasn't a problem in the first game. I don't know why they did it for the second one. I don't get that, but they should flip that back to how the first game was. Like, why make me re-get all of these characters? I don't care if you make me replay the story. I'm fine with that. But why make me rework to get all the characters I already unlocked with a different character? Like, no. No. Just leave them there. Like, shit. I don't want to have to unlock the same characters 5 or 6 fucking times because I've made 5 or 6 different characters. No. like, like, come on. Like, that should have never been a fucking problem. I don't even know why that's the way it is. Um, Trying to think of anything else that I could add that would actually be useful for a future game. Hmm. Another thing I was thinking about. Goku likes to fight people. Why the fuck is it like that you don't fight him like after completing the campaign? Like Goku would say, "Oh, you're strong. Let's fight." That's how he is. Why the fuck don't they work? They work that in there somewhere, like where he's witnessed that you have done something amazing and you've got a lot of power, so he's curious about how strong you are and how well you would fare against him. That's literally how Goku is. Opportunity to do that, fucking just thrown that flushed down the toilet because they didn't do it in Xenoverse 2. I don't know what the DLC is going to do, so I'm not even going to talk about that shit. But I think so far, like these are the things that I think would make for a better sequel to Xenoverse 2. Like add these things in. Like there's no reason not to. Like there's literally no reason to not have those things available. And stop making day one editions. Just make the regular version of the game and give everybody that special character that you want to give instead of trying to make people rush out to buy the fucking thing because it's going to sell no matter fucking what. It's fucking Dragon Ball. It's going to sell. Dragon Ball is super uber fucking popular everywhere. This shit's going to sell. You do not have to make a day one edition for this fucking game. Ugh, there we go. I think I've covered most of what I've wanted to say. Is there anything else I can think of? I guess maybe having more than squads of 3 for parallel quest, but that's not really a big issue. It's not something that would kill the game if you can't have more than 3 people. I'm just thinking like it would be a bonus if you could have more than 3 people, like maybe 4, just one more person, just to round out the group. I think that would work. I mean, fuck, you can fight groups of enemies up to like 6 fucking people at a goddamn time. Why the hell can't you at least have a squad of 4 fucking people? They limit your squad down to 3. Whatever. That's not a big issue for me. Like it's just something I would think would be nice. Um, yeah, I think I'm done. That's really it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.